Damn, I messed up. We gotta go bald, man.
Hey guys, it's your favorite YouTuber ever. And this is a video. I've never made a video before. What? First ever actual video. Crazy. And, this is like an experiment. So, I'm just gonna talk about whatever I want because I've never made a video before. And this is gonna suck. So, you know what? Why does it matter? I have free will. I can do whatever I want. I mean, I don't know. Guys, I have anxiety. This is scary. Okay, first topic. This movie. It doesn't have the name, so I'm gonna tell you. It's called Jack and the Cuckoo Clock Heart, and it came out in, 2014. Oh my god, FNAF? What? Anyway, I have no idea when I first watched this movie, but I was I was 2. I'm just kidding, I'm not that young. That wouldn't even make sense. Anyway, and, it's directed by, a band, which is, a French band. First of all, diva. Anyway, I don't even remember, half the thing. Well, no, that's not true. I remember a lot of it, but I like lying. Anyway, it's the brown-haired dude in the middle is Jack, because, he has a cuckoo clock heart. You can see it right there, you dumb. He, almost dies when he's born, because he's born on the coldest day on Earth. And then Madeline, which is the really tiny lady in the corner for some reason, cuts out his frozen heart and replaces it with a cuckoo clock, because she has, a ton for some reason, all over her walls. And then his real mom just, leaves the next day after giving birth to him. She kind of sucks. She's, not a good person, I don't think. And she, dies or something. You never see her again. From the beginning of the movie, after she leaves, she's just gone. She never shows up ever again. It's so weird. But, yeah. Madeline is, a midwife, I think. The song at the beginning says she is. So, I guess she is. She takes Jack as her kid, because she wanted one, apparently. So, and, in the house that they all live in, which is the one on the peak right there on the picture, she has, 2 other people living with her. So this is, his sister, one of them. There's another one, but I don't have the other picture, so too bad. You're gonna have to look it up if you want to see. So, and that's the cat. I love the cat. Its name is Cat. I don't think it has a name, but, she's, a diva, so I don't care. Both of them. And, after, a couple of years when he's, I don't know, 12 or something. I have no idea. And, he's but mother, I want to get a skill. Well, that's, after he, falls in love, even though Madeline says, if you fall in love, you're literally gonna die. And the second he goes into the city for the first time, he does. Get a grip. It is not that hard, I don't think. I don't know. But, so, he didn't die. And then he's I want to go to school, because one of the tall sister that I didn't show, has the same uniform that she wore, that the girl he fell in love with wore. And she was this is my school uniform, and it still fits. This is crazy. And he's oh, so that's the school uniform. I need to go to school so I can find this lady now. He's mother, let me go to school. Please. And then she just does. She should have, cared more. So he goes to school, and ignore the picture. I just thought it fit. The dude in the black hair, his name is like Bob or something. I don't remember. He's dumb. He speaks in rhymes. But he's like at the school, and he's like 30 in like a school full of like 12-year-olds. And he's like, I'm the biggest, most popular boy, and this boy's trying to find this girl that I like, even though I'm like 30 and she's like 12. And they end up getting in kind of in a fight, and then they mess with his cuckoo clock cart, and then he gets his eye stabbed out, which is why he has an eye patch in this picture. He doesn't die. I don't know why I thought people might think that, but he doesn't die. And then he's like really mad at Jack for, even though it wasn't even his fault. He can't control that. It was his fault, first of all. So after he gets his eye poked out, which is, again, his fault. He shouldn't have been messing with his cool clock heart in the first place. But anyway, after that, he runs home right after, and he's like, I stabbed this kid's eye out, even though it was his fault and not mine. He didn't say that. He was like, oh my god, I'm gonna go to jail. And then Madeline is like, oh my god, you're like 12. Like, you are not going to jail. Okay, so you're gonna leave. You're gonna go down this poop chute below the house, and you're gonna take a boat, and you're gonna run away, and you're gonna be safe. And then they do that, and no one goes with him. Actually, there's this guy with a xylophone for a spine, and that also lives there, and he takes Jack to, like, he rows him away, and then comes back after. And then Jack is like, oh my god, I'm a fugitive. Like, I'm gonna go to jail if I get caught. So, this is, like, a part I do not remember. This is, like, the only part I don't remember. So, and whatever, the part I don't remember. And then he's, like, more grown up. And he's, like, he finds this magician, doctor guy. I don't know. He's, like, a magician, but he also calls himself a doctor. And he's like, he has this camera, and he, like, saves Jack from Jack the Ripper, which is just on this accordion train for some reason. It's really weird, but there's a song with it, so I guess it's fine. And then Jack is like, oh my god, you saved me, and you're, like, you have a camera, and you can do clockwork, and you, like, fix my heart, because I almost had a heart attack running away from this dude, and my clock heart is gonna set on fire, and I'm gonna die. And then the doctor's like, yeah, let's do it. And he has, like, a mustache. And, like, after the magician, which is the guy with the telescope, is like, I fixed your heart and whatever, and you're cool. And Jack, right after, is like, we should go to this circus, because I need to find this Miss Acacia Wood, or whatever the freak is her name. And he's like, really? You would want a magician on the verge of a nervous breakdown to travel with you? And he says, yes, I would love a magician on the verge of a nervous breakdown to travel with me. And the magician's like, oh my god, yes, I'll go with you. And then there's this, like, really good song in between with this really nice animation with, it's like them standing on a train, and then they're skateboarding across, like, a desert. And then basically the circus is in the middle of a desert. So they get there, and they're like, oh my god, where is this lady? And then for some reason, the doctor and this, like, two-headed woman that's at the circus, like, have, like, a thing, and they're always together, and, like, that's why the magician disappears for, like, half the movie. So then the doctor, like, disappears, and, well, actually, they go together to the show with Miss Acacia Wood, or whatever, where she sings another really good song with great visuals. And she doesn't recognize him because she needs glasses. So when they first met, she wasn't wearing them, and didn't know his face. So she doesn't recognize him by his face. And he didn't tell her about his cuckoo clock heart, so she can't recognize that either. And like, afterwards, for some reason, like, I don't even get it. It's so dumb. Jack, like, sneaks into her like, dressing trailer in her new dressing room and, like, caresses her dresses really weird. And then, like, hides when she comes back, like he wasn't intruding. And then, like, obviously, she sees him. He also left, like, a bouquet of glasses on her dresser because she was on her vanity. Because, like, he remembers that she wears glasses and he thought it would be nice. And then obviously she's, like, creeped out because he's just, like, in there. And then they, like, talk a bit more. They do work well together, I guess. Personalities, I guess, wise. And they, like, get along, kind of, besides the fact that he was just in her room. And this is another part I don't remember, but sometime, a little bit after, he gets a job as, like, the head, like, guy at a ride in the circus. It's like a scary Halloween ride, and like his first show is with Miss Acacia Wood or whatever, and he does a good job, I guess. I don't know, and she's like really creeped out, but also impressed because Jack is like doing really well at his job. I don't know, and then right after he like quits. But it was his first job, like his first time doing it. So his first like time doing it, he quits right after. It's so weird. And then like after that, again, a part I don't remember, probably because it wasn't too memorable. But after, like actually they have like a really heartfelt moment together where they call back to when they first met with the rain. But then after that, the Bob or whatever his name is comes back, and is like to get Miss Acacia Wood, and is like, oh my God, Jack, it's you. You're evil. Just pretend I'm speaking in rhymes because he speaks in rhymes, and like, oh my God, you're evil, and you plucked out my eye, and you're evil, and I'm taking this woman right now, and all of this is happening like right in front of Acacia Wood, and she's like, and it's supposed to be like she like Rob or whatever the freak his name is tells her that he can't fall in love or he'll die, and it's just supposed to be like she's gonna leave so he doesn't die because he's in love with her, but she like blames it on him or something. It's so dumb. They just didn't write it right, but I mean, it could just also be a bad translation because it was obviously originally in French. But anyway, and then she leaves with Bob or whatever, and she just kept the key to his heart that he gave her, which means he's gonna die anyway because he left with it, which is like she's kind of dumb for that, but you know. And like they go back to the town where they grew up in, where the movie started, and Jack is like with the doctor, and he's like, oh my God, I'm heartbroken, I'm gonna die because she has my key. And the doctor's like, then go and get it. Are you dumb? Just go there, find her, and get it back. Like, she doesn't want you to die, so like she's just gonna give it to you, even though she should given it to him in the first place. But whatever. So he's like, that's like really smart, dude. I'm gonna do that. See ya. And he leaves for the town, and he goes back to where he grew up, Miss Madeline's house. And once he gets there, he's like, where's Madeline? Where's my mama? Where's my mother? And all of them are like, oh, she went to jail because you weren't here, and she took the blame. So she went to jail, and she died. She died in jail. Like, what? What? I don't even get it. But whatever. I guess it doesn't matter because she's dead. But anyway, so she's dead. Great. And Jack is now like really sad, heartbroken even more because his mom is dead. But he goes out to find Miss Acacia Wood, and after like not doing it, I think, I don't remember again, but it's the end of the movie now. And he's like dying on top of his mother's grave, which is a tree near the house. And Miss Acacia Wood finds him, and she's like, "Oh my god, I have your key. Here, let me do it." And then he's like, "No. If I die now, it's my fault." And then he dies. He dies. It ends with him dying. What? It's like crazy. He dies at the end of the movie. And I mean, like, they did it really well. It's like the time freezes because his heart stopped and it's a clock, but he's still moving. And then he climbs the snowflakes, and like it ends before he actually gets anywhere. But it's like, oh, he went to heaven and died. So that's sad, I guess. And it's like, oh my god, he's like dead. He didn't get to live long and prosperous with Acacia Wood or whatever. So it's like sad. Apparently, I mean, there was a book version, and apparently the book ended differently, which I assume the difference is that he lives, I guess, or maybe his mom's alive and then he doesn't die. But anyway, the movie's good. You should watch it. Like, anyone's gonna see this video, it's gonna get like 1 view, but you know, you should watch it. And it's like, and also the woman on screen is mother, the worst person on earth, like his biological mother, is like, again, she just left. Like the night of his birth, she left. Like, she probably died. Like, good. You just, like, she's like, I know she'll be a better mother than me. Yeah, because you left. What? You just gave birth to him. Like, please, girl. Like, he's not even, like, conscious enough to, like, know you, to ever know your face. Like, how sad is that? Like, at least visit. She leaves and never comes back. It's so weird. And, like, after, like, he dies, I guess. I mean, the movie ends, obviously. The first time I watched it, I remember being like, wait, he's just dead? That's it? I mean, I was sad. I almost cried. Which is, like, I don't cry. Like, the only, like, game I've cried is the ending to The Last Guardian, which is, like, fair. But I, like, never cry like at movies or anything, so that's pretty impressive. Okay, so I think that's the end of this thing that I've made. So yeah, there's gonna be an outro in a couple seconds. Are you ready? Here comes the outro, guys. Here it comes. Tastes like dirt.